In the streets to let your boy get a copy of Spider-Man 2099 Mafex. I was very excited when they released this, bro. And also, I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the Mafex news and whatnot, but they are making a Venom 2099. Mafex take a long time though. That might not come out till like next year. But bro, let's get this in hand. No disrespect to Marvel Legends. I love my Legends, but they ain't gave us a definitive. And Mafex done dropped that definitive version on us. So let's go ahead and take a look at that Spider logo there. First head sculpt. Of course, you know he has the web cape on the back. Pretty much plain paint-wise. Just got your pretty much navy blue and then your hits of red along the arms and whatnot. Got your spikes here, bro. And let's go ahead and take off this head sculpt, man. That's a little too plain. Let's get some more aggressive. So this is one of the head sculpts we have right here. Very, very nice. Then we have we have to snap the neck off to get this masked down head sculpt of Miguel O'Hara. And I would have liked a head sculpt of just Miguel by itself. But this is cool. Can't complain. You love having your options. Let's pop this back up there. Take a look at the other accessory. Actually, let's look at the box, bro, because I love when Mafex boxes are pretty plain, but when they give us stuff like this, the artwork on the inside, I love that, bro. I love that so much. Everything else is pretty standard, but it's that image on the inside that I like. So let's get that out of the way. Take a look at some of these accessories. Of course, you have your standard Mafex stand. Put that off to the side. You have his, I guess we can call them back plates with different capes. And of course, the capes can all move. They all have a little bit of articulation. You have this one here. Move it all the way around, up and down. Get them posed in various ways. Then you have these right here. Let me get that closer to the camera so I can see that web design up there. You can plug these in, I'm assuming, yeah, right here under the arm. They have the holes right here for them. You have one set of different looks. I don't really know which is the right way to plug them in. We're just gonna put them. Oh, never mind. They do have them labeled out there. It's just very, very small. So we're gonna put this one on this one. Very snug fit. I don't even know if that's the right way. It looks like it. Yeah. Plug this one in. You can have it like he's gliding through the air off the rooftops in Nueva York? I can't even remember. I think that's what it's called though. So that is cold. Gave us a lot of options, bro. And I'm very excited to see what they're gonna do with Venom 2099. Of course, you can see the buck for it, but that's how that looks, by the way. I would like to see the colors on it. Since the back plate want to come off, go ahead and show y'all these other back plates up there, and that's what they look like. We'll pop this one up there first. I assume this must be like the Nightwing figure. I do not have that figure, but I know it comes with additional back plates too. Pop that up there, nice and snug. And then you'll have this cape up here, which like earlier you can move all around. Now let's pop this one off. The first one came off so easy. All right, there we go. This is probably gonna be my go-to one right here. I might not even use the under the arm pieces. Oh, this one snaps in. Yeah, I probably like this one the best because you can move these around more. Now let's take a look at the other accessories he has. Of course, he has, move him out of the way, a wide range of hands. You have your web holding hands, your open hands for like flying or something like that. Your more expressive hands down here. And he does have hands with magnets in them. And so he does have the feet as well. And Mafex don't give us that for every Spider-Man, I don't believe. Every now and then they do. And we have a lot of webs here. These are not the same color as your standard webs, as you can see. But the colors to match 2099. I'm not going to open all those up right now. But I can see, actually. Because I don't want them to fly everywhere. Open this very so lightly. Of course, if you know 2099, you know he has fangs and claws, which you can see there. And all of them do seem to have, yep, they do have the claw tips up there on all the hands, which is very nice. Nice attention to detail, even on the magnetic hands. All these are nice. The paint up there look good on all these. I love how Mafex give us all the hands we could ever want. So now we're gonna do something a little different. Let's get out some comparisons before we go into this articulation. Cause y'all already know how the articulation is with Mafex. But we have them next to CT Toys Spider-Man. And CT Toys Mafex figures are a little bit shorter. If I can get him to stand straight. So as you can see, just a little bit shorter. But I don't think you'll really be able to tell if you have them like posed up on the shelf or anything. Next, we're gonna get in with our Marvel Legends Venom, who is humongous, because we don't really have any villains for 2099. So let's get him next to our newer Marvel Legends Venom for scale reference. Much, much bigger. Prop our CT Toys up right here. Don't want to stand for some reason. Well, we're going to set him off to the side. We seen the comparison. He don't want to stand. Now we're going to compare him to our Marvel Legends Secret Wars Spider-Man, Symbiote Spider-Man. And I've had these all posed up for a while. That's why it take me a minute to get them standing. But this actually looks like it's taller than this Spider-Man. Just a little bit taller, just a hair taller. They have similar builds. This one is not too much of a bulky Marvel Legends. So let's get those two out the way. Now let's get into this articulation. So of course, you can use that neck peg and his head to look down this far. You can look up this far. Great range of movement. And I'm sure, actually let's see how far you can look up with this head sculpt. Okay, for some reason, when I had it right there in my hand, excuse me, y'all, it wouldn't look up that far, but he will look up about the same range. I'm just worrying about that paint on the back right here, scraping. But I'm not going to use that head anyway. Excuse me, y'all. Put that back up there. And then we do have butterfly joints. Then let's get these out of the way so we can move the arms back. They can go up this high. Of course, you can get them to go all the way around. Joints up here, very, very good. You have a swivel right up here. Then, of course, you know you have your double jointed elbows. You can get your wrist to do everything you need it to, up, down, in, and out. And I would say be careful with these because these are not like hard plastic. If they fall or something like that, they will bend. So just be careful on that. Now with that diaphragm joint, you can get them to bend down all the way this far. You can get them to look up that far. Then of course you can get this swivel all the way in and around. And you have a waist swivel as well. which bends in, out, side to side. Then he has great drop down hips, so he can kick forward this far, kick backwards that far. Then you have your double jointed knees. And of course, you can't use that range of movement right there, but when you drop it down, you should have a little bit more. Then you of course have your great ankle articulation. Then a nice toe bend right there. And if you did not know how to take these off, they slide right off, and then you can slide these right up there. So put those up there. And yeah, y'all, this figure is gold. The only thing I wish, bro, I wish I had like some metallic red, bro. Some metallic red paint. But it is still a good figure. Very excited for that Venom 2099. Pick this up if you can. Not at too much of a price though. Don't overpay for this. But this is nice. And they could have gave us a what is his AI's name? I cannot remember. It slips my mind, but they could have gave us that too. All in all, I say it's a good figure, good package. They gave us a whole bunch of stuff. Well, they not new, but whole bunch of webs. You have your longer ones for him to swing on. Then you have, did they only give us one of these? Yeah, one for him. Okay. I was looking at it. I thought that was that. But anyways, you do have your longer webs right here. Do have your, I say medium length webs. Then you have your small ones that you can hook on. 2 at the wrist. Then you have your magnetic feet, a whole bunch of hands. This is cold. But with that being said, that's the end of this video. Appreciate y'all for watching. More videos on the way. And we go.